Welcome back to the channel. Dane Scott from Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. We're going to call this episode the Blue episode, sponsored by the color blue. No, you're not watching Sesame Street. It's the Truckers Lounge, and I've got some cool people and a killer blue truck, or maybe two, to show you. Stick around town. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Got a guest here with me today, and you might recognize him from the GMC Jamboree show. This is Ray, and he comes up from where?
Arizona.
What's the name of that town?
Holly Farms, Arizona. It's like right between Florence and Coolidge.
Okay. But he's near a certain location of a movie that was really big that, well, we all know and love. Come on. It was called The Blue Mule. No, it wasn't. It was called White Line Fever. And Blue Mule was the truck that was in it. And you guys saw the work that Ray did making a replica of Cracker Jack, my 61 GMC Cracker Box. And he brought it up last year to the show. So this year he brought up his replica of the Blue Mule and the Red River trailer that goes with it. So I guess with that being said, I'm going to ask Ray about this cool Blue Mule.
So here's how this goes. I was just sitting home one day and I just was getting this itch that I always wanted to build that truck. And I made many attempts when I was younger trying to build that truck. So I thought, well, my modeling skills were getting better, and I thought, you know, I'm going to make an attempt out of this, but you know what? I'm going to do it out of metal this time. I always try to do them out of paper or cardboard or something. They never turned out right. So long story short, I built this thing out of metal. Well, I mocked it up and liked how it turned out, and I says, no, I'm going to go for the metal. So I started doing it, putting it together, and one thing led to another, and then the truck started looking good, so I said, you know what, it needs a trailer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
wasn't bad enough to make a, what, 1/8 scale is that?
1/8 scale, yeah.
1/8 scale, it's huge.
Yep, so the trailer, that came. So I was doing both the trailer and the tractor, on and off, on and off. Took me a year to make, you know, granted all the detail in it and stuff, so it has a lot of workable stuff. Doors open, it's got an air ride seat that actually works. The little storage compartment doors open, cab tilts on it. It's got the revealing the Cummins diesel engine that's in it, inline 6. What else is that's the shift lever on the engine actually, you know, moves back and forth. Right. Workable fifth wheel with the pin.
That works.
The pin. Yeah, it's got the little deal to release the pin. Landing gear on the trailer works. Rolling back door, garage door on it.
You did the hoses there, the hoses, and
yeah, hoses actually
all that
function.
Stuff.
Yep, all that stuff. So.
So what kind of metal do you use then? For it's got to be kind of strong to be that big of a replica, right?
Yeah, it's like a 1/8, I would say. It's not real thick. It's not a. It's enough where you have to bend it.
Right.
It's enough where you have to bend it, but
that's probably more like a 1/16 of an inch or something, wouldn't it be? 030 or
yeah,
060 or something like that. 030, I bet you.
Yeah, where there's no print on it, it's just flat.
Yeah,
It's not that galvanized look where you get that stuff going on in it. It's smooth.
So tell us about the movie location itself, because you live not too far from there. You're like an hour away, right?
Yeah.
From where they filmed that movie and that warehouse and everything.
Correct.
And you sent me some pictures of it. You went and took, thank God, before a van line company just bought it within the last year probably, and they changed it.
Yeah, American Van Lines had bought it. It belonged to United Van Lines, the old United Van Lines that looked like an eye.
Yeah, with the arrows, the black arrows that went around it in different direction. Yeah.
Yep. And then now it's owned by American Van Lines. So
okay.
The guy was nice enough to let me go in and video it, but the only problem was, like everybody has this problem, I'm sure they have, I went in there and videoed it. I got to the end of the video, And I said, okay, you know, thank you for letting me, you know, take the video. And I realized I didn't have my camera on the whole time.
Oh man, I've done that. I've done that.
Oh my gosh.
That stinks. Well, that white we went and looked at yesterday, I'll show you a picture right here of it. Just over the line, and I keep promising you guys that we're going to feature that truck one of these days. But anyways, the first time I videoed it, to feature it, I didn't turn the camera on. I felt so stupid. And they didn't have time to do it again. So,
yep.
But you did get some pictures you sent me that showed the inside of the main room where Carol Joe walked in to go to, what's his name's office there? Dwayne's office. And that looked the same. You saw the restroom door there and the door to Dwayne's office, and the wood paneling was still in there.
The wood paneling was still up, yeah.
And you showed the dock. And then I think you showed, didn't you send me a picture of the, you know, when Carol Joe took off and went up the ramp?
Yeah, if you look at the dock, the truck would have been sitting parallel to the dock, so it wasn't backed in, it was like sideways. And he pulled away and went around the telephone pole there, and that telephone pole is in that spot. Of course, they can't move the telephone pole. Yeah. So he drove around that telephone pole. And they did it that way purposely, because that way he has to make that turn. And he comes right at the camera when he does that, and then he heads for the highway. And then when he's heading for the highway, you could see the little exit where he goes. Right.
Yeah, and he's going across the overpass in the distance. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, you sent me those pictures, so that was cool. We're still going to try one of these days for me to get down south to see him, so I can see that and some other locations here. There's a lot of movies that are made out there that have that background in them. And of course, while Ray's been here, we've been watching movies. We watched Black Dog last night, and Duel, of course. And you guys saw the spoof we made on Duel. Real short one there. I just posted it, I think yesterday or whatever. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's only 2 minutes long, and it's our spoof on Duel because I don't know if you know or not, but Ramon here looks like Dennis Weaver, who was the star in Duel, and then Dennis Weaver, of course, went on to be McCloud in that series McCloud, which was a great series in the 70s. So yeah, Ray bought lots of movies. Of course, we didn't get through them all, but it's been a nice visit. So I'm going to show you the truck now, and in detail, we're going to go all around it and see what you think of that.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right?
So you guys know Hammerdown Coffee is a sponsor of the channel, and I showed you all the flavors that they had previously, which I think there's like 5 flavors of coffee, And so I talked to Justin and I said, I need something really strong for the Truckers Lounge. So he came up with this vintage blend, which is the strongest coffee that they make just for the Truckers Lounge. And so this month, they're going to have Blue Jay on the collector cards. Remember I told you when you order coffee from Hammerdown Coffee, you get a collector card of some of their trucks that they have. Very nice Kenworths and Peterbilts. And also, this month, as a Truckers Lounge special, when you order the vintage blend, or any coffee really, you get the collector card. Shows Blue Jay and it tells you about Blue Jay on the back. So very cool deal. And the way you get that deal is you just click the link down below and you'll get your Truckers Lounge discount when you order. Or if you want to go straight to the site, you can put in under the promo code GMC5. So listen, you guys need to try this stuff. I think you're going to like it. Okay guys, next up in our blue episode was a visit that I had yesterday from some very special people driving a truck that's called American Dream. Who's this guy? All right. Got the Chadster and Miss Muffet. Hey, guy.
Nice rainy Sunday.
I know. Okay, guys and gals, gals and guys and guys and gals and all you people. Well, I think that's going to be a wrap on the blue episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. Always enjoy a visit from Chad and his wife. Always a pleasure. And it's always a pleasure when you guys stop by the Truckers Lounge as well. You're welcome anytime. So listen, before we go today, do me a favor. You know how it is. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know when I post, and comment in the section below. Make sure you check out all the links down there, the great coffee, so you can get the Blue Jay collector card, and go to Grand Rock's website, or you can get their stuff at any vendor, truck parts vendor. I mean, they're around town. And also, Lake City Paint, also Warehouse 9000, the same business, but they have a huge presence on Amazon. Anything in your automotive needs, paint, body panels, metal, hardware, the works, you name it. They're all sponsors of the channel, great people, and I only bring great people aboard. So listen, until next time, keep the hammer down, but safe and sound. Ready to rock there, Colombo?
Yeah, thank you.